thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us? I'm not stopping you or anything. But have you even heard what's happened here? Has anyone? Well, yes, I expect so. If you're coming into the village, you can't avoid what's happened. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Well, that's just typical, isn't it?
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
No Arl? What happened to Arl Eamon? What is going on?
He's deathly ill. And we don't even know if he's still alive. We haven't heard from the castle in days. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Arl Eamon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Reynisphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan, though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes, though I'm just as surprised about that as you are, believe me.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things. So you are a Grey Warden as well. A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill.
What a remarkable coincidence.
No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault. They hit again the next night. Each night they come, with greater numbers. With Cailan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me, though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Arl Eamon.
Isn't it? You're a Grey Warden seeking Eamon's help. He simply needs your help first. What do you say?
What a relief that you do not intend to mire us in this pitiful mess. Let us be underway soon.
I see. That's disappointing.
I'm sorry, my lord. You have to understand, as Grey Wardens, the Darkspawn are our primary concern.
I suggest you leave the village, then. We have much to prepare for, and your presence would surely be a distraction. Thank you, Thomas. Please return to your post and continue keeping an eye out. Report to Murdoch on your way.
Yes, Ban Tegan.
Have you thought about it some more? Will you help us? Then I would appreciate it if you did not bother those of us who would help.
I'm scared, Mother. When are the bad men coming?
I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to do? Sorry. Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet. I'll just stay out of your way, miss. Don't mind me none.
Silence, girl. Do you want the children to hear you?
But night is...
Ah, fresh air. It's difficult to breathe.
You know, we don't have the men we need.
Still no sign of them coming back from the castle, Murdoch.
Tell them to maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack.
Yes, sir. What should we do until then?
Pray and hope for a miracle.
You know, Alistair, Antiva has a long tradition of royal bastards.
You don't say.
Oh, yes. They've led wars to claim the throne. Some of them have become kings. In fact, I'd say the current royal line in Antiva...
Greetings, my lady. You arrived just recently, yes? And were brought to speak to Bantegan? It's too bad you cannot help us. Perhaps you should take refuge in the chantry with the women and children. Of course not. Staying in the chantry would be safer for you, and you would be out of the way. Your path is, of course, your own determined. Make her watch over you then, my lady.
Ah, it's sort of like coming home again, but with more undead.
We're never going to survive this. So that's it. You're not going to help us. You're just gonna leave? So, you're abandoning us. If you leave, I doubt we'll make it through the night. Please, we need your help.
These are vile and tainted creatures.
Time to dance.
Easy.
You'll have to forgive me if I seem a bit nervous. Not many people travelling in this part of Ferelden. Of course, that's part of my problem, isn't it? Mule got spooked by a wisp and ran off into the woods. Now what do I do? Well, yes. Oh, it's been quite the month. Allow me to introduce myself. Felix de Grosbois, merchant and entrepreneur at your service. A Grey Warden? That's quite impressive, isn't it? My word. I don't normally take this route, but with the war, I was hoping for a bit of luck and good weather in the mountains. Sadly, I've had neither. Ugh, this trip has been one miserable disaster after another. I don't suppose you'd consider helping a fellow out? No, but maybe you could make an exception. This once? Of all the other things that went wrong, the worst is this artifact I brought in Jada. It's a control rod, I'm told, for a golem. No point in me keeping it, however, as I'll never get to use it. But, maybe you could? Oh, that's a shame. Well, I hope that mule comes back soon. If I have to leave this cart behind, it'll be the end of my profits this year. Oh, I don't think that mule... Oh, I don't suppose you'd consider simply just taking that rod off my hands? I doubt there's anyone else who'll buy it, to be honest. Just as well. You'll find the golem in a village named Honleith, in the hinterlands. Here, I'll mark it on your map. I've heard it might be dangerous there with all the darkspawn about, but I'll wager that's not an issue for someone like you. Just hold up the rod and say Dulaf Gar. That will wake the golem up, so I'm told. I hope it works. Alright, well, oh, then I really hope it works. Best of luck to you then. Now, I guess it's up to me to find that mule myself.
We must strike quickly. Darkspawn, beware!
What we are looking at is a golem. It would appear it is defunct, though there may be a way to revive it yet.
What do you need? Ask away.
Let's make this quick!
I am done with that one.
By the Maker, we're saved!
You weren't sent by the Ban, were you? To save us? The statue outside? Why would... Oh, I think I see. You bought the control rod, didn't you? You came here looking for Shale. That damnable golem brought us nothing but trouble. My mother sold the rod years ago after it killed my father, and good riddance! It's deactivated, I think. I don't really know. It's been like that ever since the day my father died. My father's name was Wilhelm. Mage to the Arls of Redcliffe and a hero in the war against Orlais, and what did he get? One day my mother found him outside the tower, with so many broken bones she could barely recognize him, and Shale standing over him just like it is now. My father deserved better than that. But if you really want to wake Shale up, well, it's yours now. My mother might have passed along the wrong command phrase when she sold the rod. She said she never wanted to see Shale active again. Look, I'll tell you the command phrase, but I'll need your help first. I know you already saved my life, and I'm grateful, but my daughter is inside the laboratory. She was afraid and ran too far in before I could stop her. I don't know how she made it past my father's defenses. One of the men tried to go after her. He was killed, but you could find her, couldn't you? And then what will happen to Amalia? No, I won't tell you. I don't care what you do. If you want that bloody golem, then find my little girl. I don't, it's true. I'm terrified that something's happened to her and she's lying in there, injured. I can't leave here until I know for certain. Surely you can understand that. There are defenses my father put down here to keep strangers out. I knew about the barrier, I had the key for that, but the rest of it, well, we never came down here. Ever. You will? Thank the Maker! My father's laboratory is just past the next area, I think. She has to be there.
What do you mean you've never climbed a tree? Don't cats like to... Oh, look! Someone's come to play. You have come to play, haven't you? We're playing a guessing game. It's better with more people. Oh well. I suppose Kitty and I will just have fun on our own till someone more interesting comes along. Anyway, you should go if you're not going to play. Kitty finds you distracting. I can't go. Kitty says she can't come, and I'm not leaving her. She'd be lonely.
You are so kind, Amalia. I would miss you dearly if you left.
Of course she's a cat. She just talks, that's all.
Talking is simple enough, once you know how. Nothing you say will convince Amalia to go with you. She loves only me now. I am her friend, while you are just a stranger. Is that so? Did you hear that, Amalia? It seems you are not missed.
That's okay, Kitty. I have you.
And I have you. After decades of isolation, bound to this chamber with not a single soul to speak to, finally freedom is at hand. Release me, mortal, and let me have the girl. Let us return to her father and leave this place forever. Mortals often allow themselves to be blinded by hope. They see what they wish to see. If the Father hopes to see his Amalia alive and unharmed, perhaps he will. The mage's wards hold me within this chamber, and only a mortal may approach them. There is a trick to disarming the wards, but I do not know it. Perhaps you will succeed where the girl failed.
Oh, this is so exciting! Kitty is going to be free! I've always wanted a cat, and Kitty is so I like it when Kitty sings to me. Father doesn't like cats, but he never met Kitty. Kitty says Grandpa Wilhelm locked her up in this room. Isn't that awful? Kitty is my best friend. was thinking about the sun, silly. Tell me a story. Oh, it's a flower. Is it a daffodil? I like daffodils. Oh, it's a flower. Is it a daffodil? I like daffodils. I've always wanted a cat, and Kitty is so perfect and pretty. Kitty says Grandpa Wilhelm locked her up in his room. Isn't that awful? I like it when Kitty sings to me. Kitty says Grandpa Wilhelm locked her up in his room. Isn't that awful? I've always wanted a cat, and Kitty is so perfect and pretty. Tell me a story. Tell me a story. I like it when Kitty sings to me. it's a flower. Is it a daffodil? I like daffodils. Kitty says Grandpa Wilhelm locked her up in his room. Isn't that awful? Oh, it's a flower. Is it a daffodil? I like daffodils. Father doesn't like cats, but he never met Kitty. I was thinking about the sun, silly. I've always wanted a cat, and Kitty is so perfect and pretty. Oh, it's a flower. Is it a daffodil? I like daffodils. I've always wanted a cat, and Kitty is so perfect and pretty.
I am still trapped. What is the matter?
I like it when Kitty sings to me. Tell me a story. Kitty is my best friend. Father doesn't like cats, but he never met Kitty. I've always wanted a cat, and Kitty is so perfect and pretty. doesn't like cats, but he never met Kitty.
I am still trapped. What is the matter?
I like it when Kitty sings to me. I was thinking about the sun, silly. Oh, it's a flower. Is it a daffodil? I like daffodils. Tell me a story. Oh, it's a flower. Is it a daffodil? I like daffodils. I've always wanted a cat, and Kitty is so perfect and pretty. I've always wanted a cat, and Kitty is so perfect and pretty. Oh, it's a flower. Is it a daffodil? I like daffodils. Oh, it's a flower. Is it a daffodil? I like daffodils. I like it when Kitty sings to me. Oh, it's a flower. Is it a daffodil? I like daffodils. Is it a daffodil? I like daffodils. Father doesn't like cats, but he never met Kitty. Tell me a story. I like it when Kitty sings to me. Kitty says Grandpa Wilhelm locked her up in this room. Isn't that awful? I like it when Kitty sings to me. Oh, it's a flower. Is it a daffodil? I like daffodils. I was thinking about the sun, silly. I've always wanted a cat, and Kitty is so perfect and pretty. I've always wanted a cat, and Kitty is so perfect and pretty. Father doesn't like cats, but he never met Kitty. I was thinking about the sun, silly. I was thinking about the sun, silly.
I am still trapped. What is the matter?
No! Kitty!
You will not take the child from me. She shall be mine forever.
Spirits, we must be on our guard. As you say.
For the Grey Wardens!
You'll pay for that! Tis your time to die! You will learn to fear me!
What happened to her? Is she in there? Why hasn't she come back? She's dead. Oh, my poor butterfly. Thank you for finding her, at least. I'm grateful. The phrase to activate Shale is Dulan Han, if you still want that bloody thing. I wouldn't if I were you. Now I guess I'll go.
I knew that the day would come when someone would find the control rod. And of course, it is another mage. That is what it is. Yes, yes, just my luck. I stood here in this spot and watched the wretched little villagers scurry around me for, oh, I have no idea how long. Many, many years.
And the villagers had no idea they were being watched. Creepy.
Then one wonders that you wouldn't be grateful to the one who allowed you to stretch your legs, Gollum.
Another mage, I see. Charming. I was just beginning to get used to the quiet, too. Tell me, are all the villagers dead? Some got away, then. How unfortunate. Perhaps I may have forgotten after all the years of being called Gollum. Gollum, fetch me that chair. Do be a good Gollum and squash that insipid bandit. And let's not forget, Gollum, pick me up. I tire of walking. It does have the control rod, doesn't it? I am awake, so it must. I see the control rod, yet I feel... Go on, order me to do something.
Hey!
And, nothing. I feel nothing. I feel no compulsion to carry out its command. I suppose this means the rod is... broken? Aren't I? Without a control rod, I can do whatever I wish. It is simply... what should I do? I have no memories beyond watching this village for so long. I have no purpose. I find myself at a bit of a loss. What about it? It must have awoken me for some reason, no? What did it intend to do with me? May I ask what sorts of things it gets up to for which I could be so potentially useful? It refers to the Darkspawn, the very creatures that destroyed this village. The Darkspawn are an evil that must be destroyed, it's true, though not as evil as the birds. Damnable feathered fiends. I suppose I have two options, do I not? Go with it or go elsewhere? I do not even know what lies beyond this village.
Are you certain you want to bring that thing with us? It could be dangerous and large. Seems like it'll be trouble, but it's your call.
I will follow it about then, for now. I am called Shale, by the way. This should be interesting.
Blast and damnation!
Braska.
Yes.
Indeed.
These are slay them all! You cannot win! It's your time to die! Not end well for you!
Right there! My bruises are all bruised now.
No, I cannot.
Get away, you! I'm armed!
Oh, fine. Just keep your distance. I got here first. Not that the pickings are worth fighting over. Monsters attacked the village and dragged the bodies off to the castle. It's magic. Dark magic. There's a bit of valuables left if you look hard. Apparently the monsters weren't interested in them much. Only survivors in the chantry. Dying or asleep, maybe. I'm not going to risk it.
Get away, you! I'm armed!
Oh, it's not dead. Can we kick it first?
What happened? Where am I? Am I still in the village? You found me here? How long did I lay there? Why wasn't I killed? They're gone. All of them. You abandoned us. Why would you leave us to this fate? I suppose it's not you I'm angry at. I tried my best to help, and it wasn't enough. Everyone I sought to protect is dead. I know you have business of your own here. Is this why you have returned? Don't say that. You don't know that. He could still be alive. I had planned to make my way into the castle once everyone was safe, and it seems there is nothing stopping me now. Come with me to the mill, if you like. We can talk more there.
How many?
Several.
Can it become a golem?
Seeking companionship, are you?
If it could become a golem, I simply wonder why it would not stay that way. It is a superior form.
No, I cannot become a golem. I can learn to become animals, and each form must be learned anew.
And how does it learn a form? Does it read about it somewhere?
It is not a talent one can read from books. You must copy a creature's soul.
I do not understand.
Nor should you. Rock is unchanging. Allow it to stay that way.
Odd how quiet the castle looks from here. You would think there was nobody inside at all. But I shouldn't delay things further. I had a plan. To enter the castle after the village was secure. There is a secret passage here, in the mill, accessible only to my family. I don't owe you an explanation. I doubt you would have decided to stay and help if I had told you. Maker's breath.
Tigan, thank the Maker you yet live.
Isolde, you're alive. How did you... What has happened?
I do not have much time to explain. I slipped away from the castle as soon as I saw the battle was over, and I must return quickly. And I need you to return with me, Tigan. Alone. What? Who is this woman, Tigan?
You remember me, Lady Isolde, don't you?
Alistair. Of all the... Why are you here? Pardon me, I would exchange pleasantries, but... considering the circumstances...
Please, Lady Isolde, we had no idea anyone was even alive within the castle. We must have some answers.
I know you need more of an explanation, but I don't know what is safe to tell. Tigan, there is a terrible evil within the castle. The dead waken and hunt the living. The maid responsible was caught, but still it continues. And I think Connor is going mad. We have... survived, but he won't flee the castle. He has seen so much death. You must help him, Tigan. You are his uncle. You could reason with him. I do not know what else to do. He is. He is being kept alive so far, thank the Maker.
Kept alive? Kept alive by what?
Something the mage unleashed. So far it allows Eamon, Connor, and myself to live. The others were not so fortunate. It killed so many, and turned their bodies into walking nightmares. Once it was done with the castle, it struck the village. It wants us to live, but I do not know why. It allowed me to come for you, Tigan, because I begged, because I said Connor needed help. I beg your pardon? That's a rather impertinent accusation. An evil I cannot fathom holds my son and husband hostage. I came for help. What more do you want from me? Tigan, I do not have much time. What if it thinks I'm betraying it? It could kill Connor. Please come back with me. Must I beg?
The king is dead, and we need my brother now more than ever. I will return to the castle with you, Isolde.
Thank the Maker. Bless you, Tegan. Bless you.
I have no illusions of dealing with this evil alone. You, on the other hand, have proven quite formidable. Isolde, can you excuse us for a moment? We must confer in private before I return to the castle with you.
Please do not take too long. I will be by the bridge.
Here's what I propose. I go in with Isolde, and you enter the castle using the secret passage. My signet ring unlocks the door. Perhaps I will distract whatever evil is inside and increase your chances of getting in unnoticed. What do you say? Then it's for the best. I would prefer to go inside with you, but I have no choice in the matter. The village is gone. There's nobody left to help us. If you choose not to go, I suppose it's up to me to do what I can. Here is my signet ring. It will open the lock on the door in the mill. Whatever you do, Eamon is the priority here. If you have to, just get him out of there. Isolde, me, and anyone else, we are expendable. Greater evils have been loosed on the world, but I will not argue with you. But I can delay no longer. Allow me to bid you farewell, and good luck.